are solving a maximum difference between even and odd frequency. So we are given a string as consisting of all the lowercase English letters. You can visualize like this. So what we have to basically do is, in this string you can visualize that uh, how many times we have the frequency even came here. So if we look at the even frequency, you can check one thing here, that m came 4 times, right? So 4 is the m. Similarly, s came 2 times, so this 2 is also an even frequency, right? We got these. Now come to the odd frequency. What all odd frequency we have? Only y came odd times, right? Which is came 1 time. So what we have to do is we have to find the difference between odd and even, right? For example, in this case odd is 1 and the even is 4 and 2, but we want to find the maximum difference. So we have to deduct the minimum value here, then only we will get the maximum difference. So 1 minus 2. So in this case the answer would be -1. So basically what we have to do is we have to find whatever is the odd frequency minus minimum of the even frequency, then only we will get. So if we get the maximum of odd frequencies and the minimum of the even frequencies, okay, so this difference, basically this difference should be maximum, then only we will be able to find, right? So max of odd and minimum of even would be our answer. So for example, let's say this is our string and we have to find the answer for it. So what will happen is we will basically count the frequency of all the characters. So when we'll traverse here, this is a, right, which is indicating for this 0th index, because these are 26 size array, right, integer array. So what will happen when we'll traverse here, it will a came, so every time we will increase this. Initially it would be 1, then 2, so finally when we're reaching it, a came 5 times, so the frequency here would be 5 for a. Okay, so we will write down it 5. Then we'll come here, this b came similarly 4 times, right? So at that time this frequency would be here 4. Now we are coming here, this is d, so d came or 2 times, so d would be here, right? Rest all other things would be 0 because they are not present at all. Okay, now what we have to do is basically we have to create 2 variables. So here odd max, I will find the maximum of all the odd frequencies, and I will find the minimum of all the even frequencies. Okay, so see here I am initializing odd max initially 0 and even min I am initializing with the maximum value of the integer, right? Every programming language has the max value kind of variable. So what will happen, we are coming here, so we will check here that, hey, is it odd or even? This is odd, right? So the maximum value would be 0 and 5, so max value here will become 5. Now you're coming here, this, what is the frequency? This 4, right? So basically this is an even number, so we will get the minimum of, so this is max value and this is 4, so what would be the minimum value? Minimum value would be 4. Now we are coming here 0. So remember guys, 0 is also comes like a even number, but here we would be not checking all the values which are having 0, because this will be technically taken as the 0 as the minimum value, but these characters which has frequency 0, they are not present at all, right? For example, c is not present at all, that is why its frequency is 0. So we will look only, in the case of even, we will look only those values which are greater than 0, right? So okay, so come to the next value, we will not touch here because this is 0 and we don't want the minimum value at 0 because they are not present at all. Now come to this, so what is this? This is even number, so we have already 4, but this is further smaller, so we will update it by 2 here, and rest all are 0. So what will happen finally, we have odd max equal to 5 and we have even min equal to 2, the smallest value, so 5 minus 2, so 3 should be our answer here. Okay, because we want the odd max minus even min difference, right? So this 3 would be the answer. So let me show you my corresponding code for it. So you guys can see here what I'm doing. I have just created the frequency array of 26 size integer type, and I have 2 variables here, odd max and even min. Okay, just ignore this, this is not required. So we have two variables. See here, even min I haven't initialized with the max value, and odd max is equal to 0. Now first of all, what we are doing here, we are getting the frequency. So we see here I am increasing the frequency of all the characters which are available in the string. Okay, now finally what will happen once we have done the frequencies. See here we are traversing. So if it is an even number or odd number, okay, that is why I have put percent to equal to 1. In that case I am getting the maximum, just we were doing in the odd max, right? So that we are getting the maximum value. And here we can see for even values, first we are checking this check that it should be even value, and also it should be greater than 0. Then we will find this even min. Okay, you can even ignore this thing, is also not required. Okay, so we will find the even min, but only for those values which are greater than 0. Otherwise what will happen, if we don't put this second check, it will always pick the 0 value, because we are finding the minimum. So we have to avoid that. Okay, so finally what will happen, once we will got the even min and the odd max, we will check here that, hey, if even min is not equal to integer dot max value, okay, that means some even value is there. Okay, so in that case what we are doing, we are making the odd max minus even min. If this is not equal to but in case if this is equal to integer dot max value, that means there were no value which came at all, right? So in that case what we are doing, odd max minus even max we got, right? So we can just even make it like this. Okay, why? Because you can check here, if in the case if it is equal to integer dot max value, that means there were no even value came at all. So odd max minus 0, which is just odd max, right? So let me execute my code. Yeah, so let me try to submit it, which I have already submitted. Yeah, so it is 100% faster. So we are taking O of n, and this is constant space. Remember, this is not we are just taking 26i. So thank you for watching this video, and if you guys have any concern, please make a comment over there. Thank you.